The myth of Prometheus is one of the most important stories in Greek mythology. Prometheus, a titan and one of the early gods in the Greek pantheon, is best known for creating humanity from clay and defying Zeus by giving fire to mankind. This act of rebellion ultimately led to his punishment, but it also made him a symbol of wisdom, innovation, and defiance against tyranny. Through the myth of Prometheus, the ancient Greeks explored themes of creation, knowledge, human suffering, and the relationship between gods and mortals. In this retelling of the myth, we delve into the creation of man by Prometheus, the significance of his gift of fire, and the profound moral and philosophical questions the myth raises. The world before man. In the earliest days of the cosmos, the world was a barren, lifeless place. The gods, led by Zeus, had established their reign after defeating the Titans in the Great Titanomachy, the war between the Olympian gods and the Titans. Once order was restored, Zeus, now the king of the gods, set about shaping the world, creating the earth, the sky, and the seas. The earth was rich in resources, mountains towered over the land, rivers cut through valleys, and the seas teemed with life. However, there were no humans to inhabit and enjoy this world. It was at this point that Prometheus, a titan known for his intelligence and foresight, came to play a crucial role in shaping the fate of the world. Prometheus, the titan of forethought. Prometheus was one of the most unique figures among the Titans. Unlike his kin, many of whom were brutish and rebellious, Prometheus was known for his wisdom, intelligence, and a deep sense of compassion for mortals. His name itself means forethought, indicating his ability to think ahead and plan carefully. This trait often set him at odds with other gods, particularly Zeus, who ruled with strict authority and rarely tolerated dissent. While Zeus sought to maintain the hierarchy between gods and mortals, Prometheus had a different vision. He believed that humans should have the means to survive and thrive, and he took it upon himself to shape them. Prometheus saw potential in the lifeless clay that lay upon the earth, and he set about molding it into a new form, one that would bear the image of the gods themselves. The creation of man. According to the myth, Prometheus shaped the first humans from clay, imbuing them with life. In some versions of the story, he is said to have fashioned them in the likeness of the gods, giving them an upright posture so that they could look toward the heavens, unlike the animals that crawled on all fours. This act of creation was extraordinary for several reasons. First, it was a daring challenge to Zeus's authority. In the divine hierarchy, only the gods were considered creators, while mortals were meant to be subservient to their divine masters. By taking it upon himself to create humanity, Prometheus was asserting a level of independence that few others dared to express. Second, Prometheus's creation of man was an act of love and compassion. He crafted humans not to serve the gods, but to live freely and to enjoy the beauty of the earth. He gave them the ability to reason, to feel, and to dream. In some versions of the myth, it is said that Athena, the goddess of wisdom, breathed life into the clay figures created by Prometheus, giving them intellect and the capacity for knowledge. However, despite their creation, humans were weak and vulnerable. They lacked the strength of the gods, the natural instincts of animals, and the means to protect themselves from the harsh elements of the world. Without a divine gift to sustain them, humanity was doomed to struggle for survival in a world filled with dangers. The denial of fire by Zeus. Prometheus's creation of man did not go unnoticed by Zeus. While the king of the gods tolerated humanity's existence, he was determined to keep them in a state of subservience and weakness. Zeus believed that if humans were granted too much power, they would challenge the divine order and potentially threaten the supremacy of the gods. To ensure that humans remained dependent on the gods, Zeus denied them one of the most essential elements of survival: fire. Fire was not only a source of warmth and protection, but it also symbolized knowledge, innovation, and progress. Without fire, humanity would remain in a primitive state, unable to cook food, forge tools, or build civilizations. Zeus's decision to withhold fire from humans reflected his desire to keep them in a state of ignorance and helplessness. He wanted them to live in the shadows, always reliant on the gods for sustenance and protection. Prometheus, however, could not stand by and watch his creation suffer. Prometheus's theft of fire. Prometheus's compassion for humanity drove him to commit one of the most famous acts of defiance in Greek mythology, the theft of fire. Knowing that Zeus would never willingly allow humans to possess fire, Prometheus took matters into his own hands. He traveled to Mount Olympus, the home of the gods, and secretly stole fire from the hearth of the gods. Some versions of the myth describe how he concealed the flame in a hollow stalk of fennel, which he then carried down to earth. With this act, Prometheus gave humanity the power to transform their existence. Fire allowed them to cook food, protect themselves from wild animals, and survive the harsh winters. It also sparked the development of technology, art, and culture. With fire, humanity could forge metal, build structures, and create tools that would enable them to thrive in the world. Prometheus's gift of fire was more than just a practical tool, it was a symbol of enlightenment and empowerment. By giving humans fire, Prometheus provided them with the means to break free from the limitations imposed by the gods. Fire represented knowledge, progress, and the human capacity for innovation. It was a divine spark that allowed humanity to rise above its humble beginnings. The punishment of Prometheus. Zeus, however, was furious when he discovered Prometheus's theft of fire. He saw it as a direct challenge to his authority and a dangerous act of rebellion. By giving humans fire, Prometheus had upset the balance of power between gods and mortals. Zeus feared that humans, now equipped with knowledge and innovation, might become too powerful and pose a threat to the divine order. In his anger, Zeus devised a terrible punishment for Prometheus. He ordered that Prometheus be bound to a rock in the Caucasus Mountains, where he would endure eternal torment. Each day, an eagle, the symbol of Zeus, would come and eat Prometheus's liver, which would regenerate overnight, only for the cycle to repeat the next day. This endless suffering was Zeus's way of making an example of Prometheus, warning both gods and mortals of the consequences of defying the king of the gods. Prometheus's punishment is one of the most enduring images of suffering in Greek mythology. It symbolizes the price of defiance and the suffering that often accompanies the pursuit of knowledge and progress. Despite his torment, however, Prometheus never expressed regret for his actions. He remained steadfast in his belief that humanity deserved the gift of fire and the chance to shape their own destiny. The significance of Prometheus's myth. The myth of Prometheus is rich in symbolic meaning and has been interpreted in various ways throughout history. It touches on several key themes that have resonated with audiences for millennia. The conflict between authority and rebellion. At its core, the myth of Prometheus is a story about rebellion against authority. Zeus represents the forces of tradition, control, and the status quo, while Prometheus embodies the spirit of defiance, innovation, and progress. By stealing fire and giving it to humanity, Prometheus challenges the established order and empowers mortals to take control of their own fate. This theme of rebellion against tyranny has made Prometheus a symbol of resistance in various cultural and political contexts, from ancient Greece to the modern era. The gift of knowledge and its consequences. Prometheus's gift of fire is often seen as a metaphor for the gift of knowledge. Fire, like knowledge, can be both a tool for progress and a source of danger. It allows humanity to create and build, but it also carries the potential for destruction. The myth suggests that knowledge and innovation come with risks and responsibilities, and those who seek to empower others must be prepared to face the consequences of their actions. The human condition and suffering. The myth also explores the theme of human suffering. Despite the gift of fire, humanity is still subject to hardship and pain. Prometheus's own suffering serves as a reminder that progress often comes at a cost, and that those who seek to improve the world must be willing to endure personal sacrifices. The myth suggests that suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience, but it also affirms the importance of striving for a better future. The relationship between gods and mortals. The myth of Prometheus reflects the complex relationship between gods and mortals in Greek mythology. While the gods hold immense power, they are not infallible or immune to challenge. Prometheus's defiance shows that even the gods can be questioned and resisted. At the same time, the myth underscores the vulnerability of humans, who are dependent on the gods for survival but also possess the potential for greatness. The legacy of Prometheus. The story of Prometheus has had a profound impact on Western thought and culture. In ancient Greece, Prometheus was revered as a cultural hero, a figure who brought knowledge and progress to humanity. His myth-inspired plays, such as Aeschylus's Prometheus Bound, which explores the themes of defiance and suffering in greater depth. In later centuries, Prometheus became a symbol of the Enlightenment and the Romantic movement, representing the pursuit of knowledge, freedom, and individualism. Writers such as Percy Bysshe Shelley and Mary Shelley drew on the Prometheus myth to explore the ethical implications of scientific progress and the human desire to transcend natural limitations. In modern times, Prometheus continues to inspire discussions about the role of innovation, technology, and the responsibility of creators. His story serves as a reminder that with great power comes great responsibility, and that the pursuit of knowledge and progress must be tempered by an awareness of the potential consequences. The myth of Prometheus and the creation of man from clay is a powerful narrative that speaks to the complexities of human existence. Prometheus's act of creation and his gift of fire symbolize humanity's capacity for innovation, progress, and self-determination. However, the myth also reminds us that these gifts come with risks and responsibilities, and that the pursuit of knowledge and defiance of authority can lead to suffering. Prometheus, as a figure of both creation and rebellion, remains a timeless symbol of the human spirit's drive to push boundaries, challenge conventions, and seek a better future. His story is a testament to the enduring power of myth to explore the fundamental questions of life, knowledge, and the human condition.